And how would you describe Rivi, the character that you play, for those who haven't seen the series yet?
Well, Rivi is based on a real person um, who was very close to Griselda. And when Rivi meets Griselda Blanco, he's completely fascinated by her in the story. He's willing to do anything for her. The character starts helping her until he becomes her right hand man. So I imagined Rivi in the first readings. I imagine him with a light and agile body, with a body always available that would allow me to face situations with extraordinary skill. I imagine someone who was incisive at all times. Um, so the character also has a mystical side, which makes him a Shakespearean villain. Because although the character has his motivations, there is an esoteric element that is stronger in him.
Hmm. And how did you prepare for this role? I mean, you just said that you had to audition for it, but once you kind of, I guess, did a little bit of research on Rivi, you understood who he was. How did you prepare for the role? That you have to like, I don't know, like practice any kind of gun shooting, or how did you prepare for it?
No, well, we're more connected with something um, we could say more connected with the energy of the character. I listened to a lot of music from that time. I think the music is vibrations, and some of the character's energy was in songs or in poetry from that time. Um, I remember I lost a little weight.
Mm.
Um, I also watched many documentaries on organized crime from that time period. Um, I also like to imagine certain messianic idea that united Rivi with Griselda, something that went beyond the earthly. Um, he's a hitman, but he is also on a personal search to find a deeper meaning of life. Helping Griselda is reason enough to give meaning to a life full of violence. So, which makes him a gangster, but I could say deconstructed.
Hmm. And how was it to work with Sofia Vergara in the series?
Well, Sophia is an amazing actress. She is an incredible actress. It was very inspiring to see her involved in her role. And she's an actress who rediscovers herself and is surprises by herself all the time. So working with her was very pleasant. Yeah,
Yeah, she was phenomenal in this series. I mean, she just bodied that character. I mean, she was just really good.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. She has a transformation. Uh, was very creepy sometimes because I knew Sophia from other shows. So when I met them, it was very weird to meet her in other conditions and context, and with the makeup and with her attitude involved in the character. And it's very interesting to watch to see the process of an actor very close. Somebody is involved in a process, involved the character. Uh, how is the energy she she would driving in this moment? It was amazing to see him, to see her.
Hmm. Hmm. And were you familiar with Griselda's story before you auditioned for the TV series?
Well, I knew that Griselda Blanco had existed exist because she was she was very close to Pablo Escobar, but I didn't know in deep what she had then until I started studying for the series. Yeah, honestly.
Hmm. Yeah, and just watching Griselda, I don't know if you've ever seen Blow with Johnny Depp years ago, and it was about how
Mhm.
cocaine first entered into the United States, and it was a little bit about Pablo Escobar, but it was about the character that Johnny Depp played. I don't know if you've ever seen Blow or not.
Yeah,
Yeah, so Griselda reminded me a little bit, not so much the plot twist, but Blow kind of took place in that 70s, 80s era
right.
as well, because that's when, cocaine was really, blowing up in the United States and it was coming in through that Miami area. So that was kind of a comparison that I saw a little bit between Blow and Griselda. But Griselda kind of stands on its own. Sophia really brought the character and the movie to life. So it's really good. So I see why it went number one.
Yeah, actually, I felt the same with that movie because the movie is set in Miami too. So
Mm-hmm.
the movie explore to how was the situation with the narco dealers there and how was the society in that moment. That's very very real and very um believable how is that in the movie. So the series is explore at the same time the 70s and the 80s. I think it's a very good period to explore in terms of um the um it was a period very interesting, the art and the fashion style. It was
Mm-hmm.
some energy that was very like was a vibration very specific in the moment. So that was showing in the music, in the art, the architecture, um, and some attitude of rebellion in the people. That's very interesting too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And what was the most challenging scene that you had when filming Griselda?
Well, Rivi becomes a spiritual advisor to Griselda, uh, like a voice of deep conscience, and that allowed us to show the complexity of the character and his relationship with Griselda in a unique way. So that was, I think, that was the challenge. Uh, we wanted to tell and show that evil, uh, but with beauty. Um, Despite he had he the despite the bad things the character does, he has a great sense of loyalty. So that combinations that was the challenge in the character.
Okay. And you know, how did you feel? Obviously the show went number one, right?
Mm.
And as an actor and as an artist, you want the project to do well. How did you feel when you heard that, Griselda was number one on Netflix?
Oh well, I felt very proud to have participated in Griselda. It was a long process. Um, the cast was wonderful, the excellent actors and excellent people. We really felt like a family. So we had fun, and the atmosphere on the set was very collaborative, working with a super creative team in each and every one of the departments, and with a director who lets you fly in every scene. Uh, and now that has made a series of the moment number one. I think you really can ask for more. It's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.